Attachment rarely feels like a chain. It feels like safety, like identity, like something we cannot afford to lose. We attach to roles, to outcomes, to how others see us. And we call this stability, even as it quietly controls our thoughts and reactions. What we do not see is how much of our fear, tension, and hesitation are not caused by the world, but by what we are afraid to let go of. The path of no attachment does not ask you to abandon life, but to stop clinging to it. In the Zen tradition and in the final teachings of Miyamoto Musashi, attachment was understood as the root of inner weakness. Musashi's Takad is not a guide to gaining power, but a guide to releasing dependency. He warned against seeking pleasure, comfort, and validation, not because they are evil, but because they quietly enslave the mind. The warrior who is attached cannot see clearly, because he is always protecting something. Chapter 1. The man who held too tightly. There was a man who had built a life that looked stable from the outside. He had a defined role, a respected position, and a carefully maintained image. Yet beneath this stability was constant anxiety, because everything he depended on could be taken away. His sense of self was bound to circumstances, and circumstances are never permanent. He noticed how strongly he reacted to criticism, to loss, and to uncertainty. Each reaction was not to the event itself, but to the threat it posed to something he was clinging to. The more he tried to secure his life, the more fragile it felt. Security built on attachment is always unstable. Chapter 2. The encounter with emptiness. He encountered a Zen teaching that described the mind as most powerful when it is empty of grasping. At first this felt frightening, because emptiness sounded like loss. He imagined it meant becoming indifferent or detached from meaning. But slowly he realized that emptiness did not mean nothingness, but openness. He began observing what he was attached to, not judging it, but naming Italiano, reputation, certainty, being right, being admired, being needed. Each attachment revealed itself as a quiet demand placed on the world. The world, of course, never agrees to meet these demands. Chapter 3. The discipline of letting go. He chose not to destroy his attachments, but to loosen them. When praised, he did not cling to it. When criticized, he did not defend against it. When plans failed, he did not immediately replace them. These were small acts of non-grasping, practiced daily and deliberately. This discipline felt like standing without armor. It exposed him to discomfort, to uncertainty, and to not knowing who he was without his familiar supports. Yet in this exposure, he found something unexpected. The more he let go, the less he felt threatened. Chapter 4. The transformation. Over time, he became lighter in his movements and quieter in his mind. Situations that once provoked fear now appeared simply as situations. People's opinions lost their power to elevate or diminish him. Success and failure became events, not verdicts on his worth. This did not make him passive. It made him precise. Without attachment pulling him in hidden directions, his actions became cleaner, simpler, and more appropriate. He was no longer trying to protect a story about himself, so he was free to respond to what was actually happening. Chapter 5. The meaning of no attachment. The path of no attachment is not the rejection of life, but the refusal to be owned by it. It is the discipline of meeting each moment without demanding that it satisfy you. It is the freedom of acting without needing a particular result. This is why the old warriors valued non-attachment above victory or comfort. A man who needs nothing cannot be controlled. A mind that clings to nothing cannot be disturbed. In this way, no attachment is not a loss, but a return to inner sovereignty.